Hi everyone, please like and share as it come in. I'm just waiting till it's 11 o'clock on the dot and then we shall commence. Good morning, and happy Tuesday. I believe it's Tuesday today. 1 minute to go. Please like and share as it come in. Like and share as it come in. I'm just making sure my notes are ready for what we're going to be discussing today. If you can hear me, please do let me know. If you can hear me clearly, I've got my mic connected. If you can hear me, please say I can hear you in the comment section. Just waiting for another 1 minute and we shall get started. Please like and share as it come in. I'm just trying to get all of my files that we're going to be referring to. I'm just trying to get them ready just now. 1 more minute and we shall commence. Like and share as it come in, please. Like and share. Right, so it's exactly 11 o'clock. Hello everybody, my name is Wemimo and I'm also known as Thatmumof5. Thank you for joining me on this live this morning. And for those of you who have keep coming back, supporting this channel, and also we all have different opinions and it's all right for us to have a different opinion. So I want to say thank you for coming back here and supporting this channel. I really appreciate it, and welcome to all of the new subscribers that I've gained in the past few days. I really want to say thank you so much. So you all know why I'm here, and we are still on this Amechi Ochekwo's case. And his friend has been going on about police corruption and police brutality. If you can hear me, please do let me know. If you can hear me in the comment section, please do let me know. I'm going to do a quick testing myself so I can be sure that I can hear myself. I just don't want to be talking and nobody could hear me. I'm just checking to be sure that I can hear myself. If you guys can hear me, do let me know.
New. Well, you could press skip in 2 seconds.
Yeah, I believe so. I believe you can hear me. I've just done a quick test there. So, yesterday we were due to get... Hi Zoe, good morning. How are you? Thanks for joining. Please like and share. So yesterday we were all expecting... thank you Zoe. Thank you so much for confirming that. So yesterday we all had the news that the IGP police of Abuja has released a press statement, and that's laughable. Please like and share as a comment. That's laughable because it's been over a week and a half since this case of Amechi Ochekwo came into light. So back here, good morning us. Thank you Zoe. It's been over a week and a half, almost 2 weeks or more now that we've been going back and forth with this case of Amechi Ochekwo, and the police are just releasing a press statement to say there's going to be a thorough investigation. And this thorough investigation did not just happen. Obviously, Ben Samuel, who is Andrew's friend, has been pulling the strings from here. So I'm going to read that press report that the IGP released. I wish I could show you documents on this live, but I'm not able to do that, so it's different. So the press release that the Nigerian police did late evening yesterday. It says press release: Amechi Ochekwo, IGP institutes high-powered investigation, assures justice. Hi Faruz, how are you? Thanks for joining. Please like and share. So I'm just going to read the press release by the police. So it says the Inspector General of Police, IGP Kayode Adeolu, Egbetokun, PhD, NPM, has directed the monitoring unit to conduct a thorough and high-powered investigation into the suspected MURDE of one Andrew Ochekwo. This directive comes amid the numerous allegations, arguments, and counter-arguments surrounding the case, which also involves the disappearance of two ladies, Celine and Afiba, after their trip to visit the said Andrew in Aba. See the way they mentioned the said Andrew as if Andrew was not known to the Nigerian police. I hope you guys know that Andrew is known to the Nigerian police in Abia State, for which he was alleged to be responsible. In light of the public interest and the gravity of the allegations, the IGP has deemed it necessary to institute a meticulous investigation into the roles played by the team which carried out the initial investigation in Abia State and the Force Intelligence Department Intelligence Response Team. All of these names of departments, like, what do they stand for? To unravel the veritable facts of the matter. The monitoring unit has been given a 2-week time frame. So we're going to wait another 2 weeks. Having been going back and forth on this case for 2 weeks, we're going to wait another 2 weeks. The monitoring unit has been given a 2-week time frame to complete its investigation and present a comprehensive report, giving them enough chance to doctor or, cook their pepper soup very well. I'm just going to check if there's any comment in here that I need to address. So the Inspector General of Police assures that this case will be handled with the utmost professionalism and integrity. Nigerian police. Urging all well-meaning. Here's the other part of it. I don't know what has happened to the other part of it. I'll find it. I just need to look for it. Chuk. Anyway, that's the write-up from the police department there. That, you know what, the IGP of police has released a press statement to say that a high and thorough investigation is going to be they are going to commence that, and that we are to wait for 2 weeks to get any updates. So the monitoring unit has been given a 2-week time frame to complete its investigation and present a comprehensive report. So that's what the IGP and the police press release from the police of Nigeria has said to us. So with that being said, Ben Samuel, who is Andrew's friend, I don't know this number that's been calling me. Guys, I'm going to quickly mute and I'll be back. I just received a call there. I'll attend to the call later. So that's what we've received so far. So Ben Samuel, who is Andrew's friend, said he also wrote, he has contacted the British department, what's it called now? The British what's empire? The British department, the British consulate, or whatever they call them. The British High Commissioner, yes. He's contacted the British High Commissioner with an email. You all know that he said he's going to write a report. He's going to file a report with the Milton Keynes Police in regards to Andrew's case. Please like and share as it comes in. So here he shared a copy of his letter to the British High Commission, and this is what he said. So he writes that, I am writing to, dear British High Commissioner, I am writing to bring to your attention a matter of grave concern involving the misconduct and potential corruption of Nigerian police officers in a recent case that raises serious questions about the integrity and professionalism of law enforcement in Nigeria. If you guys can still hear me, please do let me know. Welcome to those of you watching me. Please like and share. On May 8th, a British citizen, so this is the letter that Ben Samuel, Andrew's friend, wrote to the British High Commissioner in the UK. On the 8th of May, a British citizen named Andrew Amechi Ochekwo, who had entered Nigeria on a 1-year visa and continued to renew it, was arrested at his residence in Aba. Andrew had established a business and was residing in Aba. What business was Andrew doing? This is one of the questions I would love for Mr. Ben Samuel to answer for us. What business was Andrew doing in Nigeria? He was accused of kidnapping two women, Celine and Afiba Tando, who had visited Andrew in Aba. Following his arrest, one second. Okay, so the messages are numbered. I want to be sure I'm reading them according to each other. 4, 3, 2. So this is 3. Following his arrest, Andrew was transferred to the police headquarters in Umuahia. Shockingly, he was detained for 2 weeks while the police investigated the matter. So Andrew has previously been held by the police in Umuahia for 2 weeks. They arrested him, they detained him for 2 weeks, and they said it was not, that there was nothing, that the 2 girls that are missing were self-kidnapping themselves, so that Andrew did not commit any offense. So shockingly, he was detained for 2 weeks while the police investigated the matter. And this is where the police has to come out and tell us what did they concluded for those 2 weeks when they held Andrew. So in this live today, I'm going to be calling the Nigerian police out, just as I'll be throwing other questions at Mr. Ben as well. So during this time, Andrew allegedly paid over 600,000 naira to the police in Umuahia to assist in tracking the missing women's phone. The Umuahia Police Department concluded that the missing women had orchestrated their own disappearance, as one of the women's phones was still in use. Despite this conclusion, Andrew was inexplicably granted bail following a request from the Inspector General of Police to transfer the case to Abuja. And also, Mr. Ben has already come out to us to say that the IGP Police of Abuja said he did not authorize anybody to go bring Andrew to Abuja. Zoe said, you see, Ben is not even ashamed. That letter is fake because the man is wanted by the British police. You could not tell them where he was, but now you tell them only now because he is dead. So, you know what, that's all the questions everybody has been asking him. Like, you know what, when I questioned Mr. Ben the first time, he said he did not know that the police wanted Andrew. It was also the same Mr. Ben that came to tell us that Andrew had issues with women in the UK. He went to jail for 2 years. So, which means that there's a part of Andrew's life that Mr. Ben do not even know. So, I don't think he knows a lot. Maybe out of 100% of Andrew's life, Ben possibly knows maybe 60% of Andrew's life, and he's not aware of the other 40% of Andrew's life. Because if you know that he had an issue in the UK, he had to sell all of his businesses, and he had to declare bankruptcy and move down to Nigeria. You knew he was going to Nigeria. You visited him in Port Harcourt a few times, because he said in one of his interviews, which we're going to be arriving at, that there was this Mercedes Benz that he was driving, that they both bought the car from Germany or something, and he was there when Andrew shipped that Mercedes Benz to Nigeria. So he's visited Andrew several times in Nigeria, and he does not know this part of the fact that the UK police are looking for Andrew. So it's a way. So maybe it's not everything about Andrew's life that Mr. Ben actually knows. He's only coming out to tell us that portion of what he knows about him. So there were alarming discrepancies in the handling of Andrew's case. A disagreement between the Umuahia Police Department and the team sent from Abuja regarding the transfer request resulted in Andrew being handed over to the RRT squad for transport to Abuja. Instead of going directly to the RR team, diverted to I can't say that part that I must have screenshotted it wrong. Diverted him to Benue. The officers then proceeded to Benue State for personal reasons, while Andrew expressed confusion, fear, and suspicion of extortion and unlawful detention. They remained in Benue until May 26th, with Andrew documenting and updating friends about his location. So he said friends, which meant that multiple people Andrew was sending details about what was happening to him to multiple people. So it was not only Ben that Andrew was communicating to, because at that point when Andrew was being transported from Benue or Umuahia to Abuja, he had access to his phone. He had possession of his phone, which meant that he was communicating with not just one person, which we are all, for me, I thought it was only Mr. Ben that Andrew was communicating with. But according to this write-up, it said with friends, with an S, which meant that many other people, Andrew was communicating with many other people along the way. So police in Yawa is about to get bubble, like your bubble is about to be busted. So they remained in Benue until May 26th with Andrew documenting. And Zoe said he wrote by himself to himself. He cannot fake us. From the very beginning, Ben said he knew Andrew very well. They lived together. Like I said, that's what I'm saying. Maybe there's some part of Andrew's life that Ben does not actually know. Zoe also said Ismail put him to us looking at him in a questionable, but I don't know at what point I will believe him. I pray my mind changed. Maybe he got some facts, but exactly. So honestly, he did a live video yesterday and I watched that live. So we're going to get to that aspect as well. I don't want to have a judgment mind. But so far, the things that Ben has told us about Andrew is enough for any human being to judge Ben and also judge Andrew straight away. Am I happy that the Nigerian police spied Andrew? No, I am not. Because the dead cannot speak for themselves. Him being spied has not brought the two girls that we are looking for. Him being spied will not seek justice or will not bring justice to those who escaped Andrew before. So here is where I'm calling out and putting all the light on Nigerian police that at some point Harrison said the police might, those were Harrison's words, the police might be covering something up. So whatever the police might be covering up, whatever report they're going to be giving us in 2 weeks time, they better come with full details. I'm going to read comments. And Gospel Music 24, thanks for joining my live. Please like and share. Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Have you seen a pastor becoming the best friend of a native doctor? What is keeping them together? What is keeping your question is funny. Your example or the way you put that is quite funny. What is keeping them together? What is keeping Ben and Andrew together? Ben. That's a good question. That's another angle to look at it. So, and I was also on Daddy Freeze live. He did a live late last night, and I also watched that. And know men with different angles to what was going on. Obviously Ben. Daddy Freeze is a learned person. He's a journalist. He's a radio man. He's seen many cases, and he's able to put his own 2 cents. And other people were able to share their own 2 cents as well. So let's finish reading this report he wrote to the British High Commissioner. Please like and share. 53 of you are watching me, and I can only see 11 of you has liked this video. So please click that like that thumbs up. Please click it. So the officers, after spending 3 days on the road. Hello, namaste, thank you so much. After spending 3 days on the road, including 1 night in Uyo and 2 nights in Benue. Why were they in Benue for 2 nights? Nigerian police, why were you in Benue for 2 nights with Andrew in an hotel and he was paying all expenses? He was paying all the bills. The officers allowed Andrew to drive himself while they sat beside him. On May 26th, one of the officers informed Andrew that he would be tortured to confess to a crime. Why would Nigerian police say that to him? I want to believe that for the fact that they've gone on to bring Andrew from Abia to Abuja, they have an intel, they have an information they are working towards, that they have an information that has led them to come get him. So why would an officer say to him that you will be tortured to confess to a crime? That means that the Nigerian police did not believe that Andrew committed any crime in the first place. So why then did they transfer him to Abuja? And I think I know the answer to that. So obviously, they requested Andrew to be transferred from Aba to Abuja because the Ghana Commission or the Ghana Embassy was now involved because a citizen of theirs has been declared missing in Nigeria. Andrew attempted, one of the officers informed Andrew that he would be tortured to confess to a crime. Raybons Asemota, thanks for joining my live. I am not even sure Ben wrote to British Commission. Let another person write to that commission. Well, He shared it on his page, so we will just take his word for it. Is also on social media, and I think his actions on social media is actually quite irritating. Nigerian police, I'm going to drag you. It's turning it into a show, and I don't think this is a show. If you are trying to seek justice for somebody, if you're trying to call out the corrupt police officers in Nigeria, it's coming across as if this is a show to him, and to me, it's not a show. Zoe said, "Look for the video where Harrison is standing with Ned and Regina, because now Regina has joined the fight to search for the ladies." Boom, it's getting wider. There was a video of Harrison with Ned Nwoko, so Ned Nwoko has also, stepped into the game to say, is there to protect, is there to provide support to Harrison. This is going to be big. This is going to be big. And I hope Nigerian police, they've asked us to wait for 2 weeks before they give us any comprehensive report as to what happened. So, on May 26th, fearing for his life, Andrew attempted to drive away. The squad quickly chased him, shooting and killing him in cold blood. But the Nigerian police told us that Andrew had chains in his hands and legs. How was he able to drive away? These are questions for Nigerian police. After his death, they began spreading rumors to cover up the incident. Andrew was a full British citizen from Milton Keynes and was around 53 years old. I am his friend from Milton Keynes and was updated throughout his journey, which never reached Abuja. The Nigerian police have not made any public statements regarding this. The Nigerian police have not made any public statement regarding this matter. These actions raise serious concerns about the conduct and integrity of the Nigerian police force and demand a thorough investigation. This case highlights potential corruption, abuse of power. As a Nigerian, I know Nigerian police officers they abuse power. They do. That is not news to us. Hence why every Nigerian will always pray every day that they should not encounter problem with Nigerian police, because Nigerian police abuse power. Yes. And a blatant disregard for the rule of law by those entrusted with upholding justice. Thank you for your attention to this urgent matter. I look forward to a swift and thorough response from your office. So there was an automatic reply from the British Embassy, British High Commissioner, to him, which is shared on his page. So normally when you write stuff like that, you get an automatic response to say that yes, your message has entered into their inbox. And the message says, "Thank you for your email to the British High Commissioner in Abuja, Nigeria." So it's the British High Commissioner in Abuja that he contacted. If you're inquiring, so those ones just kind of like acknowledge his application there. So now there's a solicitor who I believe is representing and Harrison Gwamishu is seeking advice from. So this guy is called Favor Ajuebo, and he shared a post on his Facebook post yesterday. It was transferred to Abuja because somebody petitioned to Abuja. Who was that person who petitioned to Abuja? Who was that person who petitioned to Abuja? Because the live that Ben did yesterday, it said the reason why they had to come to get him to go to Abuja was because the Ghana embassy were now involved. That was why they decided to go bring him to Abuja. So who was the person, or who wrote that petition to Abuja for him to be transferred, and who approved the journey, or who approved the business for those team to go collect Andrew from Aba to Abuja? Who were those people? So I'm hoping these are questions for Nigerian police, and they have no choice but to come out and the 2 weeks comprehensive report they are going to give us must include all of these questions. So like I was saying, there's a solicitor that has been advising Harrison, I believe. His name is Favor Ajuebo. He said the truth will prevail at all costs. The mystery behind Afiba and Celine's disappearance and the circumstances of the demise of Andrew during arrest will surely be revealed. Please like and share. 81 of you are watching me and only 22 of you have liked this video so far. Please like it so that YouTube can share. YouTube could recommend this video a lot. Thank you in advance. Thank you so much. I'm sure the revelation of fact-finding and outcome of investigation will lay all the speculation and mixed facts to rest. What amazes me is that the tension of Harrison Gwamishu's safety is being x-rayed by social media participants, and what they don't know is that Harrison will finish this trending social pandemic alive and resume another mission of checkmating social vices. I believe this is coming from his lawyer because apparently, according to Harrison, he was in Abuja yesterday. Someone approached him to say that there's a news that they are planning to buy Harrison. Evildoers are quick to forget that they breathe in. Madam Gospel said, "Madam, why did Ben left UK?" Ben is still in the UK. Ben is in the UK. Andrew left the UK because he was involved in a molestation charge. He went to prison for 2 years in the UK. Apparently, while he was in jail for those 2 years, his business collapsed. And Andrew was doing well for himself. I'm going to be I'm going to be giving you all the details of all of his businesses in the UK. He was a gas engineer. He was a plumbing engineer. He was servicing almost council properties in the whole of UK. So he has a very successful business. He had people working for him. And I think I'm going to get to that point anyway. Madam Gospel said, Madam, please be wise in this matter. Look at Andrew's past record. Ben is trying to distract us by putting all the blame on the police and making Andrew a victim instead of who he truly is. I know, I understand you. Gospel music. Sorry, Andrew. Sorry, it was Andrew. Yes, so like I said, Andrew left the UK because he got involved in the SEXUAL molestation case. He was jailed for 2 years in the UK. And at that time, he had lots of multiple businesses. And in fact, when I was Googling him up this morning, lots of information about his businesses. I'm going to be reaching that at some point. So while he was in jail, his businesses collapsed. He declared bankruptcy, sold what was left of his property, and left the UK to go to Nigeria. So I do not know at what point the UK police declared Andrew wanted. I do not know. I would really love to know what offense or what transpired again for them to have declared him wanted, because it couldn't have been that he came out of jail after 2 years, he's no longer into his business. He must have committed another crime. Like, this is assumption though, this is not me saying for a fact. He must have done something again for the police to have declared him wanted in the UK. And from that report, I've been trying to find that report that the UK police used to declare him wanted, but it's not coming out on Google anymore. Maybe I'm not using the correct search for it. But the police put in a... Let me open my laptop here. I might have documentation on my laptop. The UK police did shared an information to say he was wanted, and that is a dangerous person, that if anybody sees him, if anybody sees Andrew in the public, that they should not approach but call the police. Hi Habi Ogunsoya, good morning, how are you? Thanks for joining my live. So I'm trying to see if I still have a saved copy of that screen match of the wanted thingy that was put out for Andrew. Oh yes, I have it. So let me see if I can put it on my Dropbox. Let me add into my Dropbox, and then we'll talk about it. Please like and share as you come in. So I'm trying to get that. I want to see if they wrote anything as to why they declared him wanted, and if maybe it was just the same case of, that issue of sexual assault that he was arrested for. So I've dropped that file into my Dropbox. Let me see if I can share it with you. Please like. Hi Mark, welcome. Thanks for joining. Andrew was wanted by the British Metropolitan because they discovered they had 5 different names. Exactly. So it's known by multiple names. Multiple names. And let me find out, let me see if there was anything else written on that arrest thing that they posted. I've added it to my Dropbox. Let me go find it. So they've actually not written. I only have a short part of the but this post of him wanted was released to the public on the 1st of March 2023, which was last year March. So according to Ben, he said Andrew left the UK in 2021 or 2022. So that's the wanted message that the UK Metropolitan released to say that they wanted him. And it says there that appeal to find wanted man Andrew Ochekwo, also known as Andrew Ochekwo, and David Okorocha. So he's bearing Andrew Amechi. He's also bearing Andrew Ashley. He's also bearing Ochekwo with a U. He's also known as Andrew Ochekwo with an O, and then Andrew and David Okorocha. So he has multiple names. Chizoba, hi, thanks for joining. I hope the so-called Ben will be bonded to Nigeria ASAP. For me, I would not advise him to go to Nigeria. I would not advise him to. If he's if he's really genuine about this justice he wants to bring for his friend, and also to call out the police, the Nigerian police, I would not advise him to go to Nigeria. Whatever dealings he's going to do here, let him do it from here. Let the British High Commissioner in Nigeria and the one in the UK be corresponding between them. Victoria will have said, hi, see your skin is glowing. Love for, oh, you are in Glasgow. Where about in Glasgow are you? Thanks for joining my live. Another Glaswegian, another Nigerian Glaswegian. Uniquely said, this Suma, are you a police officer? You need to be arrested. Enough of all this nonsense in Nigeria. Everyone coming out to say what he or she. Uniquely, everything that has been discussed here is readily and easily available on the website, on the internet, on Mr. Ben's page, on Harrison Gwame's page. Nothing is being formed here. So if you can't listen to a commentation or a commentator, get the hell out of my page, okay? You are probably one of them. And by the way, I'm not in Nigeria, but I'm a Nigerian, a full-blood Nigerian. I don't even want to be a police officer. Why would I want to be a police officer? Why would I want to be a police officer? Uniquely, whatever you call yourself. Adex Benga, hello Mr. Benga. If it was Mr. Ben's relations that was in the same life-threatening situation as those ladies, will he be folding his arms? Exactly, that's the same question myself and every other person who have been talking about this case has also been saying. Like, let's put aside that we know law, that we know the rules, we know policy. Let's now use common sense. Let's think in regard of common sense. So each time everyone who has been on his live has thrown him this particular question, he's not answered that question. It's deflected back to one of the victims that escaped Andrew is called Rachel. Hi Sheyi Oris, thanks for joining me. Every time anybody on his live ask him that, well, you had this information, why did you not seek help? He's refused to answer that question. He's always resorted back to the Nigerian police that, okay, when one of Andrew's victims escaped, why did the Nigerian police not do anything? That girl Rachel escaped Andrew in January. She went to the Nigerian police to report the case with injuries and everything like that. That's always this Ben's answer to that question. That why did the Nigerian police not do anything? And like I said here, I'm a Nigerian, and I'm telling you for a fact that Nigerian police are corrupt 100%. Every arm of Nigerian police is 100% corrupt. If you're a Nigerian, your prayer every day is that you don't ever have any cause to have any issue with the Nigerian police. Because at the end of the day, this girl came out, she said she reported, the Nigerian police did nothing. So the Nigerian police, like I've always said since I've started commenting on this video, on this thing, Nigerian police has a huge amount of involvement in this case from the beginning. Because it was Ben has his own way of sharing information. The information that Ben has shared with us has been helpful in a way. It was Ben who let us know that the Nigerian police are aware of Andrew in Port Harcourt. The Nigerian police know Andrew in Port Harcourt. What do the Nigerian arm of police in Port Harcourt actually has or know about Andrew? The police that Rachel went to report to in January, saying that it's still the same man that did this to her, and they're asking her to pay 200,000 naira. What did the police do then? Why did they not take Rachel serious? To be honest, I'm not acting surprised that Nigerian police were like that. I'm not surprised. But in this case, in a way, yes, for us to call Nigerian police out. But Ben so far has been deflecting for all of the real questions he should be answering. He's not answering them. Instead, he's pointing hands at Nigerian police. He is also saying that he knows Andrew is not a saint. Yes, but there's always going to be a but at every answer he gives. I'm going to quickly read comments. Sheyoris, James Bond said, why on earth are you advising him not to go to Nigeria? This is crazy. Let him go and the police will get him. Which side are you on? Why, James, why I'm saying he should not go to Nigeria is that we know Nigerian police are corrupt. If Afiba's husband is not, who is an Oyinbo, is not willing to come to Nigeria, even when Adetoun assured him of security and safety. With Ben, If Ben goes to Nigeria, I can guarantee you he will not like his experience. Only if the IGP is saying, I will protect you 100% to get to the bottom of this case. Only if he has a secured security. Because at the end of the day, people have been asking him, when Andrew was alive, why did you not share this information? What did Andrew have on you, Mr. Ben? Why is it that now that he's spied, you are now giving us all this information? That's just my opinion. No? That's just my opinion. And even if he goes to Nigeria, maybe he should go codedly without anybody knowing. But like I said, if it's not assured safety, because at the end of the day, nobody today we don't call out Nigerian police now. Who has the chest to chest Nigerian police and say, I will call you out, I will do this, I will do that, I will do this? Who has it? Is it me? That I'm abroad, you're trying to, mind my business, that I want to go and chase Nigerian police and say, oh, Nigerian police, I will pull you all down. You wanting to drag Nigerian police is not a one-man mopo job. It's not a one-man mopo job. You have to have a group of people, influential people, who know all the atrocities Nigerian police are committing, who knows the law to a T and C, who knows their way around, in case anybody is trying to play some funny things. But a standard Nigerian citizen cannot just come out and say, Nigerian police, I am your downfall today. But Ben is able to share all of this information he's been given so far and pulling and tugging on Nigerian police because he's here in the UK. He was even saying on his live yesterday that somebody came to his DM and say, oh, I know where you live. People, that's how shitty things are. People already know where he lives. And it was like, if them born you well, come to my door. That was what he said. So that's just my own advice. So it's not as maybe I'm supporting him or no. Sarah said, why are we all acting so surprised? Nigerian police had always been corrupt and always will. Exactly, Sarah. Chizoba, hi Chizoba. He has a very big mouth and continue to think he has spent 20 years there. I can't wait to see him taken. He's an accomplice and he has a lot of skeleton in his device. He also called himself a journalist. I don't believe he's a trained journalist because the first time I watched him on Adeton's video, he said he enjoys blogging. Enjoys blogging does not make you a professional journalist. It does not make you a journalist. Hi Ghana lady, good morning. Good morning, my sister. Please ask Ben for me if the videos and pictures the Andrew has been sending to him was his cousin, nephew, and stuff. Will he keep mute over it? Everybody on his live yesterday were asking him the same question, and he just asked us to go and ask Nigerian police. In fact, he was abusing. You need to see how he was abusing people on his live yesterday. He was abusing, blocking, abusing their papa, abusing their mama, saying that Nigerians have been conditioned to accept the behavior that Nigerian police are portraying. But like I said, if you don't have the mouth, if you don't have the voice, if you don't have the avenue to pull someone out or to call someone out for wrongdoing, why do you want to go and put your head under a trailer? I mean, Nigerian police are trailer, and you are just a mere ant. You know that if the trailer crush you as a ant, they won't even be able to pick your pieces. Is it true that Redna Daniel husband joined the search for the guest? So Harrison was in Abuja yesterday, and according to Harrison, Ned Nwoko has given him support in regards to the case. Gospel is a video from Ben. Nigerians receive sense by fire. Well, Chizoba said Adeton acts like a politician come activist. You know what? Adeton has done some good in a way. You'll be surprised that in yesterday's live, Ben called Adeton a cloud chaser. I don't think Adeton has watched that video, because if Adeton watched that video, she will come out for him. Ben called, he was still calling Adeton my sister. He said he met Adeton in London. He discussed at some point that he was concerned about a particular friend, and I love the question that Adeton threw at him, that you are concerned, but then you've been aware of all these things that Andrew has been doing. Why did you not tell me? And I still felt that if he had confided in Adeton then, Adeton would have sprung into action. Adeton would have done something. Instaboot Nigeria. Hi Instaboot Nigeria. Thanks for joining. Why are Celine's family aren't they saying anything? They might know where she was going. I don't know what kind of affluence they've got, but I think there was a video I watched online that said that they were meant to go with the police to go see the body they found. Maybe if they had come, they would have been able to maybe know at that instant if it was their sister or not. or maybe they are just expecting the I don't know, maybe they've also been threatened allegedly. Maybe, I don't know. And Chinasa, hi Chinasa, I believe that Ben knows so much about his friend Andrew, even the atrocities. I wonder why Andrew kept on taking videos of his victims and sending to Ben even hours before he died. That was a question most of the men on that the Freeze Live was also asking and talking about as well. Is that Ben from Nigeria? Pay for his, yeah, he said, I think he said he's a Port Harcourt guy, or he's a Nigerian. He's an Igbo guy. I don't know what part of Igbo he's from, but he's an Igbo guy. Ben, is that Ben is too crazy? Well, that's how we see it. So far, we were meant to get like an update from Harrison, but I don't know if Harrison is going to still give us an update because the IG police has already said there's going to be an investigation open because Harrison said he was going to come out and give us an update, but I'm just going to quickly check on Facebook now to go to Harrison's page and see if there's anything there. But so far, we've not seen anything yet from Harrison Guamishu. So I was just reading the post from Harrison's lawyer, and it says that so as I was reading, it says that evildoers are quick to forget that they breathe air and function with red blood cells and not iron blood. So stop living in memory lane that suggests that your place of residence is above the earth space. So I think this lawyer is actually throwing jive or vibes at Ben. No, nature will take its course and the wrath of law will prevail. Yes, I'm talking to you evildoers. They know themselves in brackets. The unverified news about Celine and Afiba as paraded by people that they were on a prostitution venture should be cautioned. How people cook up story in the social space is a wonder in my heart till date. It may be them today and tomorrow it could be around your household. Thus, let's wage a collective war against these people that live with the euphoria of evil. I stand with Harrison full time on this without any retreat or surrender. So that was a message from Harrison's lawyer on Facebook. So as we are all saying, I have a few notes that I also want us to. So like I was saying that about Andrew. So this is Andrew's details I found online. And some of his businesses seems to still be active. Because I was checking on there's a website in the UK where you can check for people's businesses. Some of his businesses are still active. They were still submitting documentation as at April or March of this year. I'm going to try and scroll by and show it to you guys. Let me quickly read comments. Ghana lady said, let the killers of Afiba know that Afiba is from Nzema, the most powerful community in Ghana. They don't talk but take action spiritually. So Ben should be very careful and that blessing girl. Okay. They've heard though. They've heard. Let them be careful. I'm just checking on so Harrison Guamishu dropped a message on his Facebook page 32 minutes ago. He said, apologies. Unfortunately, I couldn't keep to time for 10 a.m. for the video update I promised to share this morning on Celine Afiba's case. My inability is due to the length of video. So I think he must have recorded a video and he wants to share a video rather than, I have decided to share in part. Please bear with me. So Harrison is definitely still going to give us an update, and as soon as he drops any of the parts, I'll be here with you guys. So he was not able to drop that update, but he said the video is quite long and he'll be sharing it in parts. So that was the latest information from Harrison's page there. So I'm going to quickly log into my Instagram page now to see if Harrison has dropped anything. So while that is loading, like I said, this is one of Andrew's business in the UK. Let me see if I can turn off the ring lights so you guys can see it properly. This is one of his business in the UK. So this is one of Andrew's business in the UK. It says Andrew Amechi Ochekwo, and it shows is the Black Sheep plumbing business. Like I said, he has a plumbing business in the UK. It says that company was dissolved, and Andrew was the director of the role, and he was appointed in 29th of March. So I want to believe that he had this business in 28th of on the. He started this business on the 29th of March 2018, and another of his business says that he's a British, and he was residing in the UK, and he's a gas engineer He is not Igbo. He said himself that he doesn't pronounce the Igbo names well. Well, I don't know if anybody knows where Ben or Andrew is originally. Let us know in the comment section. Let us know in the comment section. So this is another of Andrew's business. It's called Gas Team Commercial Limited. It has a very big like it had a very good business. Like it was managing council houses. So if any of you watching from abroad here, you all know if you have any gas issues in your house, so council will always contract self-employed people to come and do this work. So it was probably one of those private companies that council in the UK were recruiting. So that Gas Team Commercial Limited was it was dissolved. So it says it's been dissolved. And then another of his business is called Gas Team Limited. And this one says it's still active. It says that this business is still active. You can see it there. It says it's still active. And the director was appointed on the 14th of November 2012. And it had Andrew's details on it. And then looking at the Gazette, there's something from the Gazette about Andrew, his business. If any of you is watching back later on, you can go check. So if you go on to Gazette, it says that notice of intended dividends in the court country of Walsall, number 16 of 2021, Andrew Ochekwo. I think this was the bankruptcy he filed. You remember that Ben said he filed for bankruptcy just not long after he came out of jail. And that was filed in 2021. So the notice of intended dividends said that Andrew Ochekwo, so he went by Andrew Ochekwo with a U. It says in bankruptcy, the residential address, the residential address, which is in Milton Keynes, his date of birth, and his occupation, it says unknown. And they also address him as also known as Andrew Ashley Ochekwo. So it's going by Ochekwo. Is also going by Ochekwo. It says that notice is hereby given pursuant the insolvency of their business. And yeah, so obviously that was when he dissolved his business. And also here is another business again that he actually had in Scotland. These were all on his name. I found it this morning, all on his name. So you can see here that it says that this business is still active. Maybe he has other shareholders. Good morning, Michael Herbert. You can always watch this video back at any time. It's going to be on my live. Chizoba said, how can a grown man have all that you continue to mention and suddenly transform to a demon? Well, apparently, according to his friend, Mr. Ben, he said that Andrew is a psychopath. Obviously, being psychopathic is a mental health illness issue. So this business I've just showed you, it says it has 2 officers, and it says Ashley Andrew James. So he's also known as James. And it says that this business is still active. His role as a director is still active. He was appointed in March of 2018. The country of residence. So it says this person is resident in Scotland. And this information I'm sharing with you is, I don't know. And then so far, that's what we've got so far. Now let me now go to the note I took from Mr. Ben's interview yesterday. I mean his Instagram live yesterday. Guys, it was just giving people block. It was cursing, it was blocking people yesterday. And I felt like if you're actually trying to seek justice, or if you're actually fighting this thing that you are saying to us, there's no need to be defensive. There's no need to curse people, because you are saying that people should ask questions, and then when people are asking the question, you are being, the way he goes about asking the question. And I dropped a couple of questions for him, but he did not reply any of my questions. He did not answer any of them. So I've got quite a couple of notes there that I have made when I was watching his live yesterday. I'm just opening my notes up. So from it, these were the notes I made from when it was when I was on his live yesterday. So I'm going to be dropping all these questions, and we're just going to discuss from there. I only plan to be here for an hour. Michael Uber said Zoe, let's read from Zoe. Hi, Benis. Thanks for joining. Zoe said, Ben is right in what he's saying about the police, but what about him hiding Andrew's crime? He cannot shake himself out. Exactly. Michael Bass said, you're doing a fantastic job. Well done. Thank you, Michael. I appreciate that. Zoe said, so if he goes to Nigeria, it's not safe for him. I'm sure he knows himself that it is not safe for him if he goes. And when people were like, don't come to Nigeria, he was like, oh, those of you are already telling me not to come to Nigeria. That's what you guys are doing. You guys are telling me not to stop talking about these things. You guys are telling me not to do this. This guy, yeah, nobody's disputing the fact that the police are allegedly lying. We are not disputing that. But what people are asking is, how were you comfortable getting those stores from Andrew? And you did not think to raise alarm. Chizoba said, Ochekwo sounds Benue to my ears. He is a partner. Possibly Benue. Possibly Benue. So I'm just on Harrison's Instagram page right now. So there's not really anything from him other than the apology he gave to say that he's going to drop the videos in parts. So I'm going to be sleeping on Harrison's page today. I'm going to be sleeping on Harrison's page today. So I'm just checking his Instagram page to see maybe there's anything else that I'm missing. And there's a GoFundMe that is going on in Harrison's page, obviously to enable him, to do all of this traveling and meeting up, because this guy is a human rights activist. He's spending his own money to bring justice to people who Nigerian police have failed. So I don't have the handle for it, but if you go on GoFundMe, if you search Harrison Guamishu, if he God's put it in your heart to support his job, to support what he's doing, please go do it. A little change will go a long way for him, because like I said, this is a Nigerian who has faced police brutality, who has been jailed unjustly as well. If you want to know more about Harrison Guamishu, go read up. If you Google Harrison Guamishu, you will see everything about him, how he started on this case, or how he started on being there for people who are facing injustice and police brutality in Nigeria. So it's got a GoFundMe page, and let's start dissecting what Mr. Ben said from his live yesterday. So this is my note that I've made here. Let me sit down comfortably. So Andrew Amechi, I've got my note there, and it says that Nigerian police, what happened in Abia, Benue, Uyo, and Abuja. And to the best of my knowledge, Ben is coming across to say that Nigerian police enabled him. So Nigerian police enabled him. We know that. I know that, and I agree 100%, because from Ben's information, he was one who made it known to us that the Port Harcourt police once arrested Andrew. What came out of that investigation the first time? Why did the Nigerian police sold a weapon to Andrew, a weapon that was banished by the Buhari government in 2022? Why sold it to him and backdated? So these are evidence of police bribery and corruption. A weapon that was banished, that nobody should have. The Nigerian police allegedly, according to Mr. Ben, sold it to Andrew for 1 million amidst other bribes they collected from him. So what does the police Port Harcourt has on Ben, or me, on Andrew? And I was watching Daddy Free's live show. Michael Huber says, sister, this similar issue happened at Osho, the police station in itself 90, with soldiers which they belt the policemen who resume work in the morning. Okay. I would love to read up more on that, Michael Hubert. Chizoba said, that so-called Ben is a strong partner to his best friend, compilation of nonsense for God knows how many years. Exactly. So, like I was saying, what does the Port Harcourt police have on Andrew? What? Because no matter how much Ben comes out here, Nigerian police or Nigerian government can never be like where he's residing. Do Nigeria even have the database of all the citizens? No. So just from the example he cited yesterday, if you call the police that they don't kidnap your mama, Police will say, hey, they kidnap your mama. Okay, pay 200,000 naira. Give me your mama phone. We all know that. As a Nigerian, I'm not condoning Nigerian police at all. I can sit down from here till eternity and shade Nigerian police. I can do that. But as a friend to him, how have you also enabled him? How have you also enabled him? Because I was watching that the Freeze live yesterday, and a guy in a white shirt said there are some people who, let's say for example in this case of Andrew and Ben, Andrew is doing all these things and is sharing it to Ben in a way, and allegedly Andrew is using it to show that, oh, you that you are in the UK, come to Nigeria, see these girls, you can get them. You know, that was what, obviously from the guy's opinion, you can get them, come to Nigeria, see all these girls, I can get them, you just need to have a bit of money, you can get them. So is it that allegedly Ben is getting high off the things that Andrew was sending him? That was the narrative or the opinion of one of the guys on that the Freeze show yesterday. And I was like, okay, this is another angle. And he also shared a story of a couple he knew who the husband is abroad, and when the husband is going to clubs to take babes, it would let the wife know that this is the babe I'm taking, and stuff like that. And anytime the husband comes to visit the wife in Nigeria, they will both go to a club, and the wife will be the one to point out to a girl that he wants them to take home to go do a 1, 2, 3 together. And it was like, how would such marriage survive? So I hope you guys understand that logic that I'm coming across. Charlene, hi Charlene, I believe this is your first time here. Thanks for joining my live. Ben is really a character. He was so involved that he knew so much about Rachel, the girl who escaped. He didn't want her to speak about her ordeal. I'm happy that Rachel is alive to tell her through. Exactly, I watched that live as well, and at some point when that girl said, Ben, Andrew told me about his blogger friend, are you the one? Ben did not answer that question. Chinasa said Ben knew the story was going to be big and he may have requested those videos and text only from Andrew. Ben bragged that the story was big because of him. Yeah, I saw him bragged about that as well. So I watched that live when Rachel was, questioning Ben, and Ben did not answer the question that girl. Instead, he was like, oh, hold on, are you the girl? It was not until when Harassing said, yes, the video you have, this was the girl in that video. So far, the information that Ben has given us is that the British Commissioner, the British High Commissioner are aware because it's written to them, and I already read that to you guys earlier on, and they've already given him like a response, not a response to what he said, but like an acknowledgement to say they've received his email about the question he raised, and also the question that I felt was a genuine question also that Ben was asking, and that I am asking, and every other person are asking, is that why did the police transported Andrew via road to Abuja? Because it's like a kidnap case, it's a serious case. Why did they transported him via road? They could have traveled from Abia to Abuja less than 4 hours by air. Why take him via the road? So these are questions for the Nigerian police. I hope they include all of these things in their report when they release it. Why allow you? So you went to go and arrest somebody. Why allow Andrew drive his own car? It was meant to be under arrest. The Nigerian police told us that he was chained. And according to Ben's narrative, that when he said he has a video, like video when he was talking to Andrew when he was in the car and stuff, that Andrew doesn't look like somebody who was shackled. So question to Nigerian police, why did they allow Andrew drive his Mercedes Benz? Why did the Nigerian police stopped in various locations before Andrew arrived in Abuja? Why? Uniquely, you are back again. I've timed you out, you are back. Let me see your comment. You said Nigeria will happen to everyone. Indie one Nigeria. Please leave Mr. Ben alone. Have you given out bad information you have? Ben is a really good friend, a friend who cannot say well to you. Like I said, you have your opinion and I have my opinion as well. And I'm not going to shame you for dropping your opinion, all right? So allow me my opinion as well, because this is like a public case. And any information that has been brought to social media is now a public waste, because everybody will dissect it anyhow as they deem fit. So guys, I won't be long here. Another 15 minutes and I'll be out here. Christian, who has said Ben is from COVID state, it says so. Alright, okay. So another question was that why did they stop in various locations before Andrew arrived dead in Abuja? Like I said, what was the need? They could have Abia to Abuja. How many days? Or normal day when you travel to Abia from Abuja, how many days would you take by road? And in this case, it was police work. Why did they take the road? Why did they take the road? So the police have to come out here and explain. And then, like I said earlier on, that Andrew was previously held by the police for 2 weeks. So what did the police found out in that 2 weeks? And obviously, Ben knew that Andrew was arrested for 2 weeks. What did he turn out to the police about Andrew? Did it give them any information about the things if Andrew has shared with him? When actually in 2 weeks was when this year was Andrew held for 2 weeks. So it was held for 2 weeks. What did the police find out in those 2 weeks? Chizoba said, if I were Mr. Guamishu, I would stop reacting with that Ben until now. I think Harrison is trying to stay far away from Ben now, because most of Ben's life he's been calling out Harrison a lot, like who is threatening, what is I can't remember how we put the question, that what are they feeding Harrison, because at the end of the day Harrison is only sharing with us what the police are made known to him, what the information that is readily available to him, what he's been able to cover up. So it's not as if maybe somebody is feeding Harrison with any news or any information. Harrison has been sharing so far updates on all he's been seeing, but Ben is now coming across as what are they telling Harrison, or what is Harrison not telling us? Like, I don't see Harrison has been transparent from the beginning in this case. He has been transparent, and I must give him his flowers. He has been transparent. Okay, so I don't know what Ben is holding on, because for Ben to call Adetong a cloud chaser, because we was saying that it was shortly after he shared that information to spoke to Adetong, that Adetong went on Facebook and live and they started talking about it. So why is he now calling Adetong a cloud chaser? What did Adetong say to him? Or what transpired between him and Adetong for him to come out yesterday and call Adetong a cloud chaser? So since this case has progressed now, Adetong has actually not said anything again. I don't know why. Maybe Adetong has decided to answer off. I don't know. Until Nigerian police comments they are fake, please don't argue with them. Friends are imagined from all corners. Exactly, friends are imagined from all corners. Like I said, everybody, this information has been shared on social media. It's now a public being. Information being shared is now a public waste that everybody's allowed to dissect it at the way they want. So if you're now coming here to tell me that, oh, well, you did this, that, like I said, I picked the information from a garbage and I'm dissecting it. Charlene said Andrew is a narcissist, so he knows how to talk his way out of anything. We need to find out why was Ben coming to Africa to meet with Andrew. Maybe he was being paid by Andrew. That's my opinion. You're allowed your opinion, Charlene, and I'm not going to fault it for it. Everybody's allowed their opinion. Trust me. And like I said in the beginning of this video, that yes, I wouldn't want to judge Andrew, and I wouldn't want to judge Ben. Like with laws that everybody have a right to be tried in court of law. Everybody has a right to explain their side of the story. Everybody has a right to talk their way so they could get themselves off whatever hook they find themselves. If we put all of that aside, like laws, policy, allow laws take place, if we put all of that aside, reasoning, common sense, you are a human person, you are a human being. There's fear of fright and flight. If you see something that is going to acquire you, would you stay there? You have something that will acquire somebody, and you know that this information, who can I reach out to? Who can I contact? How do I save these girls? Knowing what your friend is capable of. You are the one who came out here to tell us that Andrew is a psychopath. And being psychotic or being a psychopath is more like a mental health illness thing. And when these people like this are in their face, nothing else matters to them anymore. Nothing else. It's like that woman shield leaves their face and they're totally seeing something different. It's the same Mr. Ben that says that Andrew does not like women. So if you don't like women, what are you doing with women? Why are you engaging with them? Why was he chatting them up? Why was he being nice to them? Why was he inviting women over if he doesn't like them? Why have any dealings with women if he doesn't like them? So British Embassy now in charge with IGP in Nigeria. So hence I guess British Commissioner are now putting out fire on the Nigerian police. Hence why they came out with that notice yesterday. So Nigerian Foreign Affairs involved, according to Mr. Ben. Nigerian Metropolitan Police UK already notified in Milton Keynes. Ben said he already went to file a report. So I don't know what was involved in that report he filed. I don't know if there's a way we can read the report or not, but according to him, he said he's already gone to file a report. What did he say in the report to the UK police? I don't know, and it's not shared with us. And in his live yesterday, I asked if he could share with us what the report says. So maybe if he shared it, but if not, we'll keep waiting. I'm just updating my page here to see if there's any other information from harassing. I don't think there's any information from harassing yet again. So he said he's going to be sharing those information on in parts. So we'll wait. If I find anything in parts, as soon as he drops anything, I'll be bringing them here. So I'm just reading from my notes here, and obviously I've mentioned that Ben said Adetoun is a lousy cloud chaser. Those were the words of Ben yesterday, calling out Adetoun, saying that Adetoun is a lousy cloud chaser. And I don't see how Adetoun is a cloud chaser. Yes, obviously there's nobody that will hear such news. Your immediate reaction will be, no, this has to go out, which was what Adetoun did. And there are videos of Adetoun, in videos in lives on my channel. You can go catch up on that. Police Umaya told Andrew that he was free to go. So after he was held for 2 weeks, police in Umaya said Andrew was free to go, that there was no reason to hold him. So it was shortly after he was released that the team in Abuja arrived and said, we've been someone to bring you to Abuja. And according to Ben, he told him that, okay, go with them and make sure you call your lawyer. Who was the lawyer that was so that's another angle. I've not heard Ben said anything about Andrew's lawyer in Nigeria. Who was lawyer representing Andrew? Because Ben said, call your lawyer and let your lawyer know that they are taking you to Abuja. So who was representing Andrew? Or who is Andrew's lawyer in Nigeria? That's another question, and that's something that I've not actually heard a lot of people or Ben talk about. Shewola Rewaju, thanks for joining my live. According to Daddy Freeze show, there are friends you share disgusting things together with, but that doesn't mean they share all things in common like crime. That's a relationship between. Yeah, I heard that as well. That's true. I heard that as well. So, and obviously, according to Ben, he said that Andrew was allegedly transferred to Abuja because Ghana authorities were now involved. So, but then, who was the person who wrote the petition? So, obviously, we'll be needing information from Ghana authorities. Did they petition Abuja to get Andrew? So, according to Ben, Andrew arrived into Nigeria in 2021. Rosa G, why are they attacking Ben? That Ben is only helping to expose the case. I'm not faulting him. Yes, he's exposing lots of information. He's exposing lots of information, but then you agree that he had all this information. All these things that Andrew was doing. Because Andrew was sending him videos of those girls. Why did he not speak to somebody else? And at some point, he said he met with Adetoun in London and he discussed his concerns about his friend to Adetoun. And Adetoun asked him, why did you not tell me? Why did you not tell me? These are questions that we need answered, but Ben is not answering those questions. Brodre said, how come Ben could call the Ninja police from UK that his friends want to take his life and he couldn't inform the police earlier about all this? Exactly. Thank you, my brother. So, to the best of my knowledge, for us to get clarity, everybody in this case should be investigated. From the first time the Nigerian police got any details about about Andrew. Everybody that has ever been in contact with Andrew from when he arrived in Nigeria should all be packed. Let Olokpa carry everybody, investigate them. And there's also been an alleged, they said this is an alleged information that Andrew was supposedly having an affair with a Nigerian female police officer. How true that is, I don't know. I think I've only watched a video, a couple of videos, and they've only just mentioned that. Could that woman Andrew was having a relationship with in the police department have anything to do with why they let Andrew go in the first place? I'm going to read comments. Rosa G said, why is nobody asking for the UBA staff to tell us who paid money into his account? I did look up that name, and the staff from UBA Living Abuja name came up. So all of that's why I said, all of these things, I would love if it is not the Nigerian police that is investigating this case. I would love if it is not the Nigerian police, because at the end of the day, Nigerian police are suspects in this case as well. They are suspects in this case. Every department of police that has dealt with Andrew from the beginning, let Olokpa carry all of them, investigate them. Let Olokpa carry Ben as well, investigate him. Whatever, like all the parties that has been involved in this investigation from the beginning, and all the departments that have been aware of Andrew from the start, let everybody be picked up. I want to believe that Andrew will have a driver. I want to believe that Andrew has a cook. I want to believe that Andrew has a gateman. I want to believe that obviously as a rich man, Oyibo, British rich man, there are people doing his chores for him. People who will go to do his shopping. People who go to get stuff sorted in the house for him. I believe there are people around him. Get all those people, round them up, get them questioned. Chizoba said, the case of PD is seriously resonating in my so-called country. Olokpa ma ku. Olokpa ma ku everybody. Let Olokpa ku everybody. Ko everybody together. Jam them together. Question them one by one. Exactly. Rosadi said, if Nigerian police already arrested Andrew with an escaped victim, yet release him, where would Ben go report Andrew again? In this regard, we have a... So where would he have gone to? His best bet would have gone to the media house. A media house. And like I said in my live yesterday, that not all Nigerian police are rogue. Not all Nigerian police are rogue. And I want to believe that there's still a handful of them that will stand by what they swore to do as being a police officer or as a police boss. And also, another angle is this. So, Andrew went to Nigeria. Ben knew Andrew is in Nigeria. Ben has visited Andrew. How did Ben not know that the UK police were looking for Andrew? From what I shared with you guys, they released a post in 2023. They released a post in 2023 that Ben is being wanted. Andrew is wanted. So, and with Andrew being wanted, Ben lived in Milton Keynes, and most of the newspaper in Milton Keynes carried that news that Andrew was wanted. So I don't believe Ben's narrative that he does not know that UK police were looking for Andrew. So he's gone to Nigeria to visit Andrew. He is aware of what Andrew was doing. Why did he not say to the UK police with all the things that Andrew has sent to him? I will believe that for the fact that Andrew is a British citizen, there would have been a way to extradite him to the UK. He could have saved his friend's life. And then we would not be here talking about Celine Afiba. And we will not be here also if Nigerian police are taking Rachel's case seriously. Hence why Harrison said this case is bigger than what we know. There are people who are shielding Andrew. there are people who have information. There are people who know something because, like I said, from Harrison Graham issues so far, Andrew was not doing these things alone. And from the guys on Daddy Free's show yesterday, if you look at all the set of ladies that has been involved with Andrew, they're all petite, small ladies. Andrew will have been able to handle them, and they wouldn't have been able to defend themselves. Rosaji, you are laughing. Okay, oh. Choose about yes. I mean, let back to everybody. The jaw says psychopaths usually operate alone, so I won't be surprised if he has no maids and guards. Besides, he was armed. Well, you're right. Rosaji said if he went to Media House as a friend, would his life not be at risk since Andrew knew him? But then that would mean that he would be arrested. That would mean that at some point, if the Media House exposed him, and the police obviously got in touch, and they found that he's a British, they will probably get across to the High Commission in the UK and say, no, we have your Peking here, come and get him. The way I said, yeah, we have your Peking. They will say we have your Peking. But on the other side, there's no way to guarantee that with the Nigerian police knowing that he's rich, they would extort him, which they've always done. They've already been doing. They will extort him and say, oh, if you give us this, don't worry, we'll buy everything for you. You know, there's so many angles to this case, and it's very, very complex, absolutely complex. But I just felt that the kind of show that Ben is bringing up is as if Ben is catching a cruise with this information, and it's not about cruise. And then one thing Ben said yesterday was that when Harrison when they went to get that body, that they now went into Andrew's house, and Harrison was saying, look at blood. So Ben is saying to us that there's no way blood sparkles or blood specks on the wall will still be bright red. And I don't think I watched anywhere where Harrison said the blood they found on the wall were bright red, because there's no way blood of how many weeks will still be bright red. It will change. You know, air compositions will make the sparkles of blood on the wall or on the door, anywhere. It will definitely change color. Like blood after a couple of hours will go brown, you know. So I don't think I heard Harrison say the blood is bright red. I'm sure I heard he said blood on the wall. I don't know where Mr. Ben heard that Harrison said the blood on the blood Harrison showed was showing red. So if he shows red blood on the wall, that will be a fresh blood, not blood of somebody who has been missing for over 5-6 weeks. I'm rounding up, guys. Another 13 minutes, and then that'll be us an hour and a half done here. So no doubt Ben knows much about that evil man. Hi Gilbert. Rosalie said NPF will still release him, and Andrew wasn't confident of the NPF. My opinion, I wouldn't risk my life for NPF. Me, I won't do the same. That's why I said that Ben should not go to Nigeria. If they ask him to come, he should not go. There's a guy now running after reporting his friend to EFCC. Shebi, they said Yahaya Bello chop how much? Even with everything, with concrete evidence, they've not been able to summon him to come to bear for his case. So is it Nigeria? No. The judge said we also have recent cases of girls who've been murdered in macabre circumstances here in Kenya, allegedly by Nigerian boyfriends or hookups. The last was a 19-year-old whose head has not been found. Hey, whoa. You know, all these things happen. I won't say they don't happen here in the UK as well. It happens, but at least the UK government still keeps a good record of people who are criminals. They still keep a good record of people who are criminals. But do Nigeria have a record of people who are criminals? Do they even have a record of people who are in prison? They don't. Talk more people who are criminals or who are killers. Rosalie said, I don't think Ben is against Harrison. Harrison did a great job to me, just that he had limitations since he lives in Nigeria, unlike Ben. Exactly, that is what Ben does not want to understand, that in a way, Harrison has to be watchful of himself as well. Harrison is only divulging information that is being given, is only divulging information of what is as seen for himself as facts. Harrison has spoken to a few victims that escaped, and some that maybe have had dealings with Andrew. And obviously, Andrew did not hurt them. So all the things that Harrison has shared so far are his own findings based on him interviewing those girls that were, victims and who escaped. But Ben coming across as, he's been putting Harrison on the blast, and I don't know why he's been putting Harrison on the blast. Harrison can only answer to what he knows, which he has investigated himself. Ben is looking for clout. That's what I believe as when I felt like, okay, he's done all of that, but you know, it keeps going, and like he keeps repeating his stories, and when he's been asked questions, he's not answering any of those questions. I mean, I've stopped asking him questions about Nigerian police because I know Nigerian police are corrupt. There's corruption in Nigerian police. There's abuse of power in Nigerian police. Tell me what arm of government in Nigeria doesn't have abuse. Tell me which governmental power or arm in Nigeria is not. EFCC went to go and arrest a few people in Akure. Did you not see videos of how they beat some girls? But the bosses of EFCC say that that's malicious, that those videos circulating are not true. Like, people who were there were filming that this was what EFCC officials did to the people they came to raid. Why do raiding of people who are suspected to be Yahoo boys or criminals, how does it have to lead to you beating girls who went to club to have good time? Nigeria is FUCKED up. Ben thought this would blow his media, but sadly it's not as yes. Well, it's blowing him. If you go to his TikTok, he only started his TikTok page less than a week ago. He has over 10,000 followers now, and he already has over 1,000 plus subscribers on YouTube. When this case started, when I heard about him, he had about 3,000 followers on Instagram. Now he has over 14,000 people following him on Instagram. So it's blowing his, it's blowing the social media. Gilbert said, I won't be surprised if Ben is the man running the business of that evil man. Well, that's another angle. That is another angle. That's another angle. So far, there's nothing else here on Harrison's page. So I'm just going to quickly read through this note I've got, and I'll round up. I've got another 9 minutes, and I will round up. So, like I said, investigate everybody involved in this case. Everybody that has met Andrew at some point in his life before he was quiet, they should all be rounded up and investigated. Aba police in Abia said it was a self-kidnap case. So why did the police in Abia said to Andrew that the girls were self-kidnapped? And some of the guys that was watching on that first live said yesterday, what if, obviously Rachel said Andrew took all our phones. What if the phone was given to somebody else and told to, anything could happen in Nigeria, especially if you have money. So I'm just rushing out this point so I could be out of here in 8 minutes. So I mentioned about the blood stain on the wall, and my question also before I googled it was that how long does blood last on a wall? So there's no way a blood on the wall could still be red after many weeks. And like I said, I did not think Harrison said anything about the blood being red on the wall. It was just that he spotted blood on the wall and on the door. So I've already given you guys update. IGP has ordered investigations into the situation. And also Ben said on the way when he was being transported to Abuja that he asked him if he did anything to the girls, and that Andrew was defensive, saying no, that he did not do anything to them, that the girls left his house. How? Yeah, he said Andrew was defensive, and he was actually starting to get irritated because he was asking him that, did you do anything to those girls? And lastly, according to Mr. Ben, he said that police currently has Andrew's phone, so police could confirm the message, because there's been talks that the text messages, the WhatsApp messages, and all of those messages that Andrew has been sharing with Ben, that they were doctored because the dates were not shown. And Ben has said to us that, well, the police has Andrew's phones, they have his laptop, let them confirm all the text messages he has released so far. So guys, this is what I have come to share with you, that the IGP of police has said that this case should be investigated. So far, Harrison is still saying to us, Celine and Afiba have still not been found. Let us keep, if there's any of you who have any information that could help find these girls, reach out to Harrison, or reach out to either Daddy Freeze, because Daddy Freeze is talking about this, or reach out to Just Adetong, or reach out to the police station. Well, no, don't reach out to the police in your city. No, don't go to any police, because at this instant, trust nobody. Trust no bagger. Trust nobody. Contact Harrison Guamishu. Harrison Guamishu has lots of people, working on this case with him. If you have anything at all, and Harrison has said that anything you share is going to treat it anonymously. He's not going to, give your details away or anything like that. And like I also said, that there's a GoFundMe page for Harrison. Also, Ben threw a jibe at Harrison that why is it that Harrison is the one asking or seeking for funds so they could carry out autopsy report. Like Nigerian police do not have such facility to carry out autopsy of a body. If Nigerian police see a dead body on the road, they will just pack it up, go and dump it somewhere. There's none of they don't want they are not going to investigate to say, oh, let's find out what killed this person. Unlike here in the UK, if anybody passed away, they carry an autopsy to find out the cause of death. It's a must. Depending on how the person passed away, they will carry out a toxicology to find out how the person passed away before they rule it out if it was a natural death or if it was a fishy death. But Nigeria don't have such. Nigerians don't have such. So you're now capitalizing and saying that why are people raising money for harassing so they could carry out a toxicology report? Like, it's not in your place to say that. And Ben is a Nigerian. I don't know why he's suddenly asking as if I don't know why his Nigerian brain has suddenly left him. I don't know why his Nigerian brain has suddenly left him. You're welcome, Rosa G. So, hi, broad day. If Ben sees a younger star in one of those Andrew videos, what would he have done? Well, we've all asked that question, and the question we've not gotten an answer from him. Hi, Big Mama. Thames Valley Police should investigate Ben himself. He was too loyal enough not to report this Andrew. Well, as you all know, he's told us that he's gone on to write a report. We don't know what the police. According to him, he said that the UK police were like, "Oh, thank you," that they were quite, they were going to take it forward. So it depends on how the investigation goes. And if they decide to investigate, we don't know if he's going to share it with us. It would be lovely if he shared it with us. And Rosaji said, thanks for all you do. You're welcome, Rosaji. And Rosaji said, DF show is a control view media. You only bring people who agree with him. That the first is a celebrity blogger. Or celebrity, I don't even know what to call him. Yes, he makes money from his page anyway. He brings people, he charges them to come talk on his page. There was a case of a sale of certificate of sponsorship case that somebody spoke to him that he should call out somebody. And that people were like, well, if you want to come and talk on my page, if you want me to come and blast out these people, this is how much I charge. And I don't blame him. He's been on social media for a long time. He built up his reputation for those people to be able to come to him to discuss a topic. Anna May, hi Anna May. How did the girls leave? Yet their belongings were still at his house. That's just crazy. Exactly. That was why I stopped short at when Andrew said, "Oh, the girls left. They left." Okay, if they left, why is their personal belongings still in Andrew's house? Dijo said, "I appreciate your life. Thanks for the summary information." You're welcome, Dijo. Please like and share and subscribe if you're here to subscribe to my channel. And also, we don't have money guns on YouTube, but we have super chats, so I accept super chats. And Brode said, what would Ben do if one of those girls is his young sister? No, when I was on live yesterday, these were one of my questions that just for a second, they should pause, and he received a video from Andrew. And from one of those videos, he watched the video and realized that one of the girls is an extended family member. What would he have done? That was why I said earlier on that I don't want to judge. I'm not judging Ben. I'm not judging Andrew. But so far, everything Ben has come out to say about Andrew and what has been seen so far is pointing that Andrew possibly do all these things. And Ben is saying to us that as an investigative journalist, I would love to see Mr. Ben's certificate to show that he is an investigative journalist, because he said he loves blogging. Just because you love blogging does not make you an investigative journalist. If he is an investigative journalist, I would love to see his certification. Where did he go for training? Is he self-trained? If he's self-trained, well, that's another angle. And also, like I said, everybody should be investigated. For him, like I said, if all the things that Andrew has sent to him, once the police in the UK if they thought or if they didn't feel that this case should be investigated, if anything has been deleted, if anything has been packed off, they would find it. And also, this is another fight to call out police brutality in Nigeria. This is me rounding up. This is time for us to call out police brutality in Nigeria. Nigeria is... I spent half of my life in Nigeria before I came abroad. And I know what Nigeria is, especially the police department. And even while being abroad, we still see all of the brutalities that Nigerian police commit. We still see all the things they do. They don't protect their citizens, but if the citizen starts to fight back, they are quick to pick up the citizen that is fighting back when police are meant to be the one protecting them. You know what? Anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining my live. I really appreciate it. She's about to say, come and see American Wonder. 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 It is Nigeria Wonder that we are seeing now. Nigeria Wonder, that's what we are seeing. Anyway, guys, this is where I'm going to draw the curtain for today. If I find any other information, I will definitely schedule a live. I would have loved to do this in a video, but recently my YouTube channel has been shaking. I don't know the power that is behind the cause of that, so hence why I'm doing a live stream. And also, guys, like I said, support my channel. I receive super chat as well. See, when you're about to drop a message, there's a place where you can click on super chat. If you super chat me, I really appreciate that as well, and it shows that you're supporting my channel and you're supporting all I do. And feel free to check all of my matter. I'm just about rounding up. Feel free to check all of that videos on my channel as well. There's varieties of videos on my channel. If there's any other topic you would like me to discuss, or you want me to, you know, just gather opinions, feel free to either send them on any of my videos. And yeah, thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate your presence here, and I'll be back here if Harrison drops anything, or if I see anything as relating to this conversation we've been having. Thank you, and have a blessed and beautiful Tuesday wherever you are. All right, bye.